Okay, everyone, pay attention to me right now. This is a tournament game, okay? This is Gen 3 OU, ADV Rev 3, that's the name of the tournament, Round 3, Best of 3, it's a lot of threes, I know, Game 2, okay? So I won Game 1. If you didn't see that, well, then you can go search it on the internets. And yeah, so this game, it's obviously the same opponent, joysmileyay. I decided to bring a very physically offensive team with the exception of Magneton to get rid of Skarmory. And then I brought alongside me the greatest Pokemon in all of Generation 3 OU, which is Suicune. Let's get into the battle, shall we? Without further ado, I basically learned that my opponent is a savage monster because we actually both lead with Medicham. When this happens, I always retreat because I don't want to risk the speed tie. They did not retreat. They actually stayed in, and they have a white herb on the Medicham. Like, look, it just... I guess it's because of Salmon switching in and intimidating it. They went for a Brick Break, which didn't do too much, but I know I can still live a Rock Slide from this thing even without that Intimidate. So I survive, and I am just using a regular Dragon Dancing Salmon set, so I go for Hidden Power Flying. That is more than enough to completely annihilate that poor Medicham. In comes Swampert. Nothing can kill Swampert in one attack. It's just impossible. So I just do whatever I can. It did a good chunk, half its health bar, nothing to scoff at, so I get sent back to the Ice Age with that Ice Beam, unfortunately. You know why Dragon types are weak to Ice type attacks? Because they're cold-blooded, that's why. I send in Snorlax, get hit with an Earthquake, didn't do too much, go for a Body Slam with my 1,000-pound body, did it paralyze him? Of course it did. If a 1,000-pound object fell on you, you of course would get paralyzed. So then I can just outspeed them and take them out with a Body Slam this turn. Not too bad, Snorlax, not too bad. Up next, we have a Metagross, okay? So I just decided to go for Earthquake. You know, maybe I get a crit, maybe I don't. They went for Agility, so that's code to me that you're trying to sweep my whole entire team. So they could get an attack boost this turn and live my Earthquake with Meteor Mash or just crit me. I didn't want to risk it. I didn't. I just went for Boom. Was that the best idea? I don't know, but that was the safest idea. So guys, check this out. This was my favorite turn of the battle. So I send in my Medicham, they send in Charizard. Check this out. See, this thing is going to go for Fire Blast, and I'm barely going to live, right? And then I'm going to go for Rock Slide. Their last two Pokemon, spoilers, sorry, it's a Regice and a Tyranitar. So in other words, I have won the battle already. We don't even have to watch the rest of this. I just take it out the Rock Slide and Brick Break the rest of the two. But we'll continue to watch the rest of the battle. So there's the Fire Blast. It doesn't burn me or anything like that. And then I miss Rock Slide. I forgot to mention that. That's right. I missed Rock Slide. Well, that's awesome. So I died to a Hidden Power Grass. So luckily, I still got the best Pokemon of all Gen 3, as I already stated earlier. So I go for the Calm Mind on the Charizard because it's a special attacking one. At least I thought so. It actually isn't as well. Sorry, more spoilers. Switch into Metagross. If they send in Regice on Suicune, you know they're blowing up, right? So to nobody's surprise, they just send back in Charizard. I'm not Bandit or anything. I've got leftovers, so, but I mean, I'm just going to get crushed by a Fire Blast, right? So they set up a substitute, and I went into my Magneton here because I thought they would just like, I don't even know. I thought they would just go for the Fire Blast there, but they got behind a sub, which I had not seen that they had yet, which tells me that they also have Focus Punch. So I died there to the Fire Blast. But then I'm like, okay, I think I'll still be all right because Suicune is the GOAT. So they go for Hidden Power Grass, which is their hardest hitting attack, by the way. It did 26. And I obviously just go for the Calm Mind. And remember, look at their moves. They haven't even revealed that they have Focus Punch until this very turn. So I just went for another Calm Mind. So now I'm at double special attacks, double Spadef. Let's see how much the Focus Punch does, people. It did 23 after leftover 17. So I was like... okay, I'm just going to go for Surf now. They're going to punch me in the face yet again. It's going to destroy that sub, completely clobber it. Another Focus Punch. I mean, they need crits to bring down my Suicune at this point in time. So they decide to just sub down, I guess. Maybe they're trying to get all the way down into Blaze range, but by the time they do that, I'm going to have more leftovers recovery to offset that Blaze power-up. So then they just decide to go for Fire Blast for whatever reason, and they missed. They should have gone for Hidden Power Grass, hoping for a crit or, I don't know, something like that. But it doesn't even matter because their final Pokemon is actually Tyranitar. And obviously I'm going to... That thing's going to die in one hit too to my double special attack Suicune. And that's game 2. That's game 2 of the best of 3 and the Gen 3 tournament named ADV Rev 3 round 3. Lots of 3s. I know. That was always my hated number in kindergarten as well. I was more of a fan of 4. So hopefully I do good in round 4. So I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning of this video or maybe it was the last one, but going into this round, I was 2-0. And you just saw me go 2-0 in this set. So now in the tournament, I'm actually 3-0, in case you guys aren't very good at math. So I don't know how I got here. I thought I was going to go 0-3. I think if you get 3 losses in Swiss, which is this part of the tournament, you get eliminated. So thankfully, I haven't lost yet. I think you need 7 wins to move on to the final bracket. So that means David has to go. I can afford to go 4-2. All right, because 3 losses, you're out. So 4-2, there's 9 total possible rounds because that's how math works. Will I ever make it to the top bracket? You need to comment down below. Me personally, I've already said this. I don't think I will. I think I'm just getting lucky. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed these battles. I'm going to continue to document my tournament run. So mathematically speaking, man, so much math today. Mathematically speaking, I'm going to get to bare minimum round 6 this tournament, which I guess that's decent. Okay, so everyone, pay your respects to Suicune the goat. It's actually a leopard, I think. I think it's a leopard. Okay, guys, you have a good one. I'll see you later.